Hello my cozy viewers, you are welcome back to Darren's Recipe Rack. Today we are making a dish that works for literally any time of the day. Whether you need a heavy breakfast to start your morning, or a quick and filling lunch, or a comforting dinner after a very long day, this Gnut and Matooke Katogo is your answer. So this is very rich, creamy, and it's so easy to whip up. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have some vegetables that I'm going to be adding in my Katogo. I have some eggplants, green pepper, carrots, tomatoes, and onions. Feel free to add in any vegetables of your choice. So I have some gnuts here. Mine are in form of paste. That is why I added some water so that they can dissolve so easily. I have some spices, as you can see. So feel free to choose any spices of your choice. I have this is coriander, then curry powder, turmeric, of course salt, and paprika. So this is Matooke. I already peeled it. In case you're a fan of Irish, you can replace the Matooke with Irish, or you can even mix Irish and Matooke. So put your pan on fire and let's get started. So you can either fry or boil your Katogo. Today I'm going to be using the frying method, and I'm just going to give you a hint on how you can boil in case that is what you prefer. So put about 2 tablespoons of oil on your pan, and when it is a bit hot, add in your onions and let them get soft and translucent. Then you can add in your tomatoes and then the rest of your vegetables. So please stick around so that you don't miss a step. So as we fry our onions and the rest of the vegetables, I'm just going to verbally tell you how you can make your Katogo in case you prefer the boiled version. So what you do, just put your Matooke straight into your pan, add in a bit of water, not so much water, just enough to cover up the Matooke, then add in salt and then put on fire. The moment you put it on fire, just go ahead and ensure that it does not overboil before you add in your gnuts. So the moment it starts to bring out some bubbles, before it boils vigorously, just add in your gnuts. After adding in your gnuts and vegetables, add in all the spices of your choice, add in some salt, and let it simmer on low heat for about 1.5 hours. After that, you will be ready to go. How simple is that, guys? So for those who prefer the fried version, just watch and follow. In case of any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Let's continue the conversation there. If you're here for your very first time, kindly subscribe. If you are not here for the first time but you've not subscribed yet, please do so. And also leave a comment. Whenever you watch and you do not leave a comment, I don't get to know that you actually watched. I really love to know that you watched. And you never know, I might consider giving gifts to some of you. So the only evidence that you watched is when you have commented. So as you can see, we've finished to put all the vegetables. So at this point, we are going to cover this and let it simmer for just about 2 minutes, and then we'll be adding our Matooke. Remember, we started with medium-high heat. So when we finish to add in our Matooke, then we need to put on low heat, the lowest heat possible. This is to ensure your Matooke and gnuts do not stick to the pan. If you're a big fan of eggplants, go ahead and watch my recipe on how to make eggplant sauce. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So after mixing my Matooke with the vegetables, I'm just going to add in just about 1/2 cup of water, and then I'll let that help it to boil for about 6 minutes. And then after it has boiled for about 6 minutes, I'm going to add in my gnuts. This is just about 30 minutes later. Our matooke is soft, but the katogo is not yet ready, so your katogo needs at least an hour for it to be fully cooked. So we are just going to keep checking and ensure that it doesn't stick to the pan. We just keep stirring it a bit, and then, but remember, we are cooking on very low heat, not high heat, please. Yes, so when you're going to cook this katogo, you need to have very low heat for it to cook well and not burn. So we are going to be covering it and let it stay for other 30 minutes, and after that it will be ready. So guys, it's time for us to serve our katogo. It is ready. So another tip, in case you're not sure about the salt you put at first, when your katogo boils, just make sure you taste the salt and then you can add accordingly. Please don't add more salt before the katogo boils, because in most cases it will taste like it has less salt, and then when it boils, the salt will be more than what it was before it boiled. Yes, so you can have this with some vegetables. I'm going to have mine with some avocado and amaranth leaves, also known as dodo. You can have yours with cabbage or anything of your choice. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!